So the
Okay,
place
try
I
to
live,
make it short.
the people here in my the people in my community, they follow a lot of innovations. So I'm not
Okay.
personally accusing them, but I think probably all of them are doing it without knowing, just like I used to do. For
Mm.
example, I used to recite Surah Yasin, Surah Rahman, Waqiah after my Maghrib, like it was a compulsory thing. And I
Mhm.
used to do this for more than 10 years until I recently knew it was an innovation. And things like celebrating Prophet's birthday, making dua in congregation after every farm prayer, and things like that. So now I try to refrain it from as much as possible. The bad part is all of this was taught to me from madrasa, and the kids are still being taught this. At this point, I don't know what to do and or whom to trust, because even our local sheikhs do this, all these innovations, and they teach this to kids uh, teaching in the madrasas. So
Got
what do
your
I do?
question, Abid.
Am
I
I
got your
sinful
question.
for one more thing?
Yes, go ahead.
Sinful if I do an innovation without knowing it is an innovation?
I got your question.
And
I,
am I
I got your
responsible for
second question.
correcting?
طيب. Thank you, Abid, for calling in and asking this question. If any person does anything by mistake or out of forgetfulness or he's been misinformed, he is not liable before Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Yani if somebody was told that if you recite Surah Al-Waqi'ah before going to sleep, you will never become poor. Because there is a hadith, and later on I figured that, oh my God, this is not even a hadith. So, the recitation of Surah Al-Waqi'ah and the recitation of the entire Quran is definitely praiseworthy. Okay? But there are a lot of fabricated ahadith that respect of the verses of almost every chapter of the Quran. And there are some sound references. Well, I didn't know before, but now I know that reciting Surah Al-Mulk at night before going to sleep protects against the tomb of the grave. So I recite, Alhamdulillah. Will I be deprived from the reward of reciting Surah Al-Waqi'ah in the past? No, because the reward for each letter you recite, you get 10 good deeds. Well, I have memorized Yasin, Al-Rahman, Al-Waqi'ah, Al-Mulk, and every night between Maghrib and Isha and sit and I recite my Azkar and I recite these surahs to revise them. Is there any problem with that? No, there is no problem. Is it considered an innovation? No. I decided to recite Surah Al-Baqarah every day after Fajr. Is it an innovation? No. When does it become an innovation? When it is prescribed, and the Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam never prescribed it. When they say that we have to recite between Dhuhr and Asr, or together we're going to recite this particular surah every day because it does deliver this, or it protects against that. And there is no such reference. But the recitation of the Quran in general is praiseworthy 24/7. As I say, somebody will start in madrasa to recite any surah at any time, not because it has a special verses to be recited during this time, it's permissible. But if it is attached to a hadith which is fake or fabricated, or verses which is not proven to be sound, then doing it at this time with this intention is not permissible. But reciting it like reciting any part of the Quran is permissible 24/7 as long as you're not in a state of janaba. Making dua after the prayers individually is permissible, whether fard namaz or voluntary. What is perceived as an innovation when the imam gathers the people after every fard namaz and they make dua in congregation? I'm not going to be part of that. And take it easy on the people because maybe they didn't know. Like yourself exactly. How do you deal with them? They're Muslims, Muslim brothers and sisters. Take it easy on them, and whenever you find a chance to present the sound narrations to those who are wise enough to accept it without fighting or creating a conflict, please do so. But I myself, I stick to the truth and I do not become part of innovation. And look at your brothers and sisters with the look of mercy and hope that one day they will come to recognize the truth. They are very sincere and that's why they pray. They're very sincere, that's why they recite the Quran and they recite the dua, assuming the dua in congregation after the prayers is prescribed. Had they known that it is not actually prescribed, they would have done otherwise, prayed on their own for innocence. Barakallahu fikum, respected Abi.